Hello everyone, we're here in round two uh, of a Modern Daily with Storm. I have Temple. Oh god. I mean, this hand could get really good really quickly if we get some land, but we're on the play. We do get to look at the top card of our deck, and then we get to draw an extra card, and then we can draw cards. This is probably bad. This is probably bad. I don't think this is the right play, but let's see what happens. Alright, Island. I think we're going to top that. So the next turn we can go and start doing things. I'm going to give him a turn. Okay. Alright, I'm going to have to get rid of these sounds because they're kind of annoying, believe it or not. Alright, let's just probe him. That way we can know what we're up against, and then we can make the best decision going forward based on that. So let's see what he's doing. Oh my god, these sounds are weird. So, alright. So Battered Skull, which is bad for us. He has a Bolt, which I guess we're going to feed the Electromancer to. And then there's a Cryptic, and then lands. So nope. I guess we get the chat up. Put that over there. I used to play in the beta client, and then I stopped. Alright. And then we draw another temple. I can play the Electromancer and just try to bait out his bolt. Although I guess it really doesn't matter either way. The alternative is we Thought Scour and Sleight of Hand to just try to dig to more gas. And then we use the Electromancer if he does something else. Yeah, let's Sleight of Hand. It digs us 2 cards deeper compared to Thought Scour, which only gets us 1 card. And that'll go in hand. That goes on the bottom. And then I think we save the Thought Scour for now. We have our land for next turn. We have a couple different ways to cycle through our deck, so I think we're pretty happy with what we have right now. Right, Steam Vent's tapped, as to be expected. So there's the other vents. And it was also tapped. Jeez. I mean, we're playing the temple, right? I don't think there's a reason for us to try to dig with the hopes of hitting something else. So I think we just go temple and then scry. Island, we'll put that on the bottom. I think I like Thought Scouring here. It makes next turn a little bit awkward. Also, did I play an island when I could have played a temple for a turn? I think that was a bad choice. But yeah, I think I'm going to Thought Scour here. And mill myself. I'm not used to having to actually target myself because I'm used to playing with the cards live. And it's just one of those things where you're just like, oh, yeah, I'm targeting, like, you just Thought Scour, and they're like, yes, I know exactly what you're doing right now. For some reason, my mouth decided to say 2 different sentences at the same time, so oops. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to go off next turn. because we didn't hit specific cards. Alright, so there's the island. So here has Batterskull, Bolt, Cryptic, Lighthouse, Tarn, and 2 unknowns. Alright, let's just see what those 2 unknowns are. Playing against control, I fear my life total, I don't care that much about. The other 2 are Electrolyze and Snare. Don't like playing against a Spell Snare. It's a very good card. We didn't hit an untapped land. I could go Ravings to try to bait the Spell Snare out. Next turn he's going to have Cryptic mana up, which is really annoying. Let's try to do Ravings, and we'll see what we get. Because we might be able to go off this turn. Because the only card we have to play around this turn would be an untapped land. Would be this Spell Snare. So we can go a bunch of red, a bunch more red, draw a card, and then we can flashback Ravings, but he'll nix the Manamorphose. I think we're just gonna have to beat a Cryptic next turn. I guess I should have played the Temple then. Yeah, that was my bad. He's just gonna Electrolyze me. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there are some cards that if we hit, I think we can just win. Pass in Flames right now off the top is just the actual best thing we can get, I'm pretty sure. And he's just going to leave up Cryptic, which is probably good for him. Ascension. That is a must counter. So if I play out Ascension, he'll counter it. Probably. And then that might leave me open to go Ritual, Metamorphose, Flashback, Desperate Ravings. Ritual, Metamorphose. So that's... You go up to 6. Still have 6 mana. 4, 2. And then we kind of have to hit something, but I don't want to play Electromancer because he has Bolt anyways. I think I play the Ascension though, because I think the Ascension is the way to go right now. Try to bait out his either his Cryptic or his Spell Snare. Alright, so that's the Spell Snare out of his hand. That probably is actually the wrong play for him to do that. Because what he could have done is he could have let it resolve, and then when I try to go off, he could bounce the Ascension with a Cryptic command. But apparently he didn't want to do that. Could Metamorphose to try to land so we can flashback Ravings. I could go Ritual Ravings. I think I like the idea of doing a Ritual and then Raving and seeing what we get. Trying to hit a something. I don't even know. No, I can't do that because it's cost blue to flashback. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to play the Temple, scry my 1, and then pass. Because even if he does play out Batterskull, I don't think we're going to be short on mana right now. Are we? I don't think so. If he taps out for Batterskull, though, I think we just win. But I think we don't want a Steam Vents right now. Because I think we're set. Alright, so he has 3 unknowns. He plays an island, Serum Visions. So he still has up Cryptic mana, Bolt mana, but he doesn't have Batterskull mana anymore. He didn't play out the Tarn, even though we know he has it. Which is interesting. He went bottom top, so that's cool. I think we go Ravings here. I would play out Electromancer in any other matchup but he has a Bolt in his hand, and we know he has the Bolt. So, alright. Enters battlefield untapped, so I'll play it. Let's see what he has in hand. He has a Snapcaster. And a Leak. Alright, so he has 1 counterspell this turn that he can play. He can also go Snap, Snare, and Bolt. But he can only counter 1 spell this turn. And there's a Pass in Flames. So I think I'm going to try to go off now. I don't see why I shouldn't. Alright, so that's 3. Well, I think I should have... No, I couldn't have done it that way. Hold on. I can go Electromancer. No, I think I need to just go... I messed that up, I think. Because I needed to be able to make 1 more set of mana, but my other ritual had gotten discarded to the Ravings. Or was it the Probe or something? When did I use the other ritual? Must have got discarded to the Ravings. Yeah, it did. I needed both of those so I could go Pass in Flames and then be able to start rolling, but let's just Pass in Flames here. And then we can dig with the probes and stuff if this resolves. And then hopefully we can hit another thing that makes mana. Manamorphose right now is kind of baiting the Snap Snare, so... And even if this is just a value Pass in Flames where we like draw a couple cards and get ourselves set up for next turn, I think that's still fine. Considering he has like only a couple things that he can do here. I'm assuming this is just going to be a counter spell. Yeah. Which I'm fine with, because then next turn we can just go off again. Or try to go off, I think. Alright, so there's the Tarn that we knew he had. This is quite the grindy matchup. I didn't expect this to be this grindy. I kind of thought we would just draw really well. At least I was hoping we would just draw really well, but it didn't quite work out. Alright, so we can go... We know 5 of the cards. We know 4 of them. If I go Flashback, Pass in Flames, I'll have 1 mana available, which is not going to be enough unless I can probe a couple times to get the other thing. But then if he counters the Pass in Flames, I'm in big trouble, because that's my only Pass in Flames right now. So I think I'm just going to Thought Scour myself to try to dig, to hit something else. And I milled land, sleight of hand. Alright, I'll do visions. Top, bottom. Alright, I think next turn we can go off then. I think I'm going to run out the Electromancer just to bait out the Bolt. Just in case we draw another Electromancer or something. Because we're not playing anything else from our hand this turn. Yep. And there's the Bolt. And then I guess he can draw a card, discard a card. You might just get rid of Batterskull, because if he plays it, it eats up too much of his mana. He can't do anything at that point. Yeah. Alright, so he doesn't have enough for double Cryptic, but he does have enough for Cryptic, Snap, and Spell Snare. Still can't pull that off. Alright, Serum Visions again. We really need to just get going off. At this point, we're in a lot of trouble because we have a very small deck and a lot of our cards that we want to play cantrip. But if we can hit a couple key spells, we might be able to get there. Do you want Thought Scour or a Desperate Ritual? Don't think you want a Desperate. I think you want the Thought Scour. Top, bottom. The issue is if we try to go Past in Flames right now, he just counters it. I can go Ritual, Past in Flames, he'll counter that. Or he might even just go Snap, counter the Ritual. Let's see what he does with this. Maybe we do just want to get the Cryptic out of his hand. Remand it. Huh. That's actually really good against that. I didn't know Remand did that. Huh. Well, I guess we just pass. And then he's going to loot. Oh, he's just going to snap. Electrolyze me. Well, there goes the snap. I mean, we can still do it. We have 30 cards in our deck. 2 of them are Past in Flames. I think we're doing pretty okay. Scour ourselves. How do you get this out? Like, how do you get this to pop out? Or do I have to just do this every time? I can't just look at my graveyard. I don't know. Don't know what's happening. Do I just go Ritual, Manamorphose to just try to dig and go off now? I mean, I'm not just dead next turn or anything, but Let's try a Ravings once, because we still have that play available. Alright, good. We discarded a card we wanted and we hit 2 land. Perfect. I guess we can... Like, what are we even digging for at this point without that other thing? I don't know. I just want to hit something. Oh, good. Good. Alright, well, next turn we're just going to go off. I don't care. I'm not waiting any longer. Alright, he's looting. It's going to be really hard to get our storm count up to 18. We're going to have to, like, pay for the probes. Oh, did he just have us? Yeah. That's super annoying. Oh. I don't know what's going on, if you guys can even see what just happened, but my screen didn't like what was going on there. Bring in those. Bring in those. And then I believe we bring in the empties as well. And now for cuts. What do we want to cut? Probably the Thought Scours. Those are really good when we know we're gonna get a Past in Flames off. Past in Flames are also pretty bad too. They just take up too much mana. And then I guess we can go down to 1 Grape Shot. I bring anything else in? No? I guess we can run... if we take out the Graveyard package... Maybe we do want one Thought Scour. We'll keep one. Yeah, we'll keep one in. If we can stick a Blood Moon or Defense Grid, we're in pretty good shape. If we can stick one, that is. If not, then oh well, but I also am low on time because I'm talking and I'm playing Storm, which takes a lot of time. I probably should have considered how that would work. How's the FPS? We're doing fine. Okay. Yeah, but probably should have considered that when I started playing this and said, "Oh, I'll record this," because Storm is it takes a while to think about, especially against Control. So now that we're against Control, I kind of have to do a lot of that thinking thing. Jeez. Now I gotta mulligan that. No land again? Alright, well it looks like we're losing this one. This is fine. We will not pay the life and we'll pass. I mean, I'm pretty sure we just go Electromancer. Pass. And then just see what happens. I don't think I want a Ravings. That turn. I could just go like Ritual, Ravings, but then Empty will probably get discarded. Like, if he has nothing, then that's actually not a terrible run, just to get a bunch of 1/1s out and just try to steal a game like that. But I think as it sits, I just need to do Desperate Ravings. And these are dark rituals now, so... Alright, a Temple. I can play the temple. Let's see what we have on top of our deck. Could power out some pretty powerful stuff next turn with that, but I think I'm just going to put it on the bottom. And I think we're just going to try to go off right now and just make a bunch of 1/1s. Because if he doesn't counter it, if he just has like nothing for some reason, really? Alright. Don't pyroclasm me, bro. Alright, let's see if we can win with this. the I don't know. Let's see. I mean, he's at 18. Just send everyone. Alright, he has to do something really quickly, or else he's in a lot of trouble. I probably should have flashed back Desperate Ravings at some point, huh? Alright, tap draw. Let's flashback Ravings. No, we'll hold the sleight of hand. You never know. Alright. Took out one of the things. It's gonna click me. Clicking himself. So he's digging for something. So he discarded a Dispel. Is he gonna block one? Yeah. The saddest of clicks. Let's see about sleight of hand now. Take a probe. Put that on the bottom. Targeting him. Snare, doubt. Dispel. Cryptic. Lighthouse. Alright. So if I Manamorphose, he's just going to counter it. So I'm just going to pass. Because I can Manamorphose, he counters it with Spell Snare, and then get another... Alright, Shadow of Doubt to draw a card. Leaving up Cryptic Command, so he doesn't die. Thank you for the extra Goblin tokens. Alright, there's the Cryptic. I'm gonna Manamorphose. We're gonna do it for a blue and a red. Probe. So he's got Misty, Misty. So he's got Snare and Dispel basically, so. Play him. And then just make all the goblins. And then let's just hope he doesn't have a Pyroclasm or something. I would think he would board out his creature removal, like his, you know? But this is just a funny board. I'm playing on the assumption that he set it out anything he has, like a Pyroclasm or whatnot. Alright, you get to exile my graveyard, sir. And your graveyard, apparently, as well. So he has one card, we don't know what it is. He's filtering. I don't know for what purpose. So we know what he has, right? Yeah. Cool. Man, that shouldn't have worked. That was awesome, though. But that definitely should not have worked. I'm just going to run it back then. But yeah, there's no way that should have worked. Maybe I should have metagamed him there, or whatever it is, and gone back into my deck and put back in the original package, and tried to go off with that. But I think if I, being able to do that on turn 3, just make a bunch of dudes, was pretty good. This is a keep. This is a fairly easy keep. We have a ritual, Manamorphose. We have ways of doing draws. Then a Temple turn 1 to get the Scry. Yeah, I think we still want land. Maybe I shouldn't have done Temple. Yeah, Temple was probably wrong, because we would have taken basically anything we got there. Let's see what you're working with. Ruins, explosives, island, snare, vents. Okay. Why did I play the island? I don't know why. I think I was gonna Ravings, but I'm not entirely sure. Oops. Oh, come on. Draw and discard defense grid? Not cool. Destroy each non-land permanent with CMC equal to the number of charge counters. What? Destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters. So it destroys each non-land permanent with CMC. Okay, I think he doesn't. I think he has the wrong card. I think I know what he wanted to do there, and he did the wrong thing. Oh, thanks, Blood Moon. You're no good to me here, though. Huh. Am I going to do anything this turn? Let's slide a hand. Make up our minds. Oh. I thought I was scrying for some reason. Well, that was bad. Um, let's temple to scry. Put that on top. And then next turn we'll play out some stuff and we'll see what happens. Sulfur Falls, because it doesn't matter. They're both free. Let's Serum Visions. That goes on the bottom. That will put on top. I think we'll just continue to try to improve our hand. Put one into my hand, huh? Do we want another ritual? Probably. I think we're just going to try to go ritual, 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 empty the warrens next turn. So I'll put the ritual in hand. We'll bottom that, and then we can F6. Yeah, I'm probably going to go ritual, ritual, Metamorphose, maybe even Grape Shot, empty, depending on what he's up to, and just try to do a bunch of damage. He just has... Oh, God. I don't like the fact that he has so many islands, because it makes Blood Moon super bad. Like, it's basically dead in my hand right now. Alright, let's see what he's working with now. So he still has Rune, Snare, but he also has Tarn, Vent, and Cryptic. Okay, I drew a sleight of hand. Let's try to ritual, see what he does. Nothing. Ritual? We'll just do blue. Ascension's a little bit late. I guess we can Ascension and then empty. Right? That's 1, 2, then we'll have 5 mana left. So you can go Ascension, Slight, empty. This should draw out a counterspell or something. Really? Just nothing? Ravings in the hand, that's on the that goes away, and then we'll just empty. That's fine. I kind of want him to just do something. Oh wait, he can buy back with Academy Ruins, can't he, next turn? And then kill all my goblins. Oh, that was dumb. Yeah. No, it's on top of your library, right? Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, no, that was the right play. I know it was the right play. I just couldn't remember why it was the right play. But I should have still... Yeah, I shouldn't have gotten greedy with some of the stuff I did and said I just grape shotted him. But, yeah. Now he taps everything down with Cryptic. What did he play? He played the Fence? No, he played the Runes. Cryptic to tap everything down. But he used Academy Ruins, so he can't buy back Engineered Explosives. I have no idea what's going on right now. I will Blood Moon now. As bad as it is for me, because I only have the one island. Alright, remand. Fair enough. Do I just grape shot him? just for value, or do I desperate? I don't think I do anything. I'm just going to pass. So he has two unknowns in hand, both of which he drew on my turn, which is annoying. I still don't understand why he didn't buy back the engineered explosives, play it for 0, and then wrath the board. Alright. It's something I don't think we've seen. You know what, let's just... If he has a Cryptic, I don't want him to be able to counter tap. So let's attack first. Alright. So he goes tap draw. Let's Blood Moon. Alright, he got there with that one. And then we get that. So we can do another big empty next turn. Well, not like big, but decent size. So he has 2 steam vents. He can just crack engineer explosives with wrath my gobos. Yeah, I think that's a glitch where it says sun versus 1 when it isn't, and it's just 0, but oh well. Alright, Batterskull. That sucks. I think that might be it for us then. But we'll see what we can do. Pretty sure we still have a snare. Oh, wait. We can't do that because then we were out of things we can play. I think we have to go for it though now. Alright. Ravings. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go off in 11 seconds. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we lost because I took too long to talk and stuff, but oh well. We probably could have won next turn because we had Pyromancer's Ascension online. And with Ascension online, basically, you know, with this draw, I could have drawn both of these, and I could have played out Electromancer, because he didn't have anything in hand, really, at the time. He would have drawn something. He would hit us for 4, went up to a bunch, and then we could have just went, you know, we could have emptied for 1 billion, because we had 2 empties. We could have Grape Shot for 1 billion. Even though it was in the graveyard, I'm sure we would have been able to dig. Actually, no, we had no way of getting into our graveyard. I forgot about that again. I always forget about that part. Well, we could have Ravings twice, which would have dug us a bunch. So what would we have gotten to? Oh, I can't see because I was looking at stuff, I guess. Whatever. Anyways, thank you guys for watching Game 2. I have no idea what's going on right now. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in round 3.